Hello guys and welcome to another drink review. I'm recording this on the 18th of March, so the day after I did the American Fanta Strawberry. Now I'm doing an American Fanta Berry. This one, it only says, like it contains, high fructose corn syrup. It doesn't say the other warnings as the other drink did. I will say I did feel a little bit like bad after finishing the other drink. I don't know if it was just in my head because of the fact that I feel terrible all the time because of my ME, and then me just having that just made just made me feel worse. I started thinking about it, and it had nothing to do with the drink. That's what I assume. But we'll see after I drink this one. Oh god. There was also one thing that I didn't notice when I first looked at them. They are 355 milliliters. I thought they were exactly the same as here in Sweden, like the cans. But maybe these cans are just as big as the one we have in Sweden, but they just fill them a bit more, or they are just slightly bigger. I don't know. I don't have a can like this to compare. But in Sweden it's 330. It's 33 centiliters, which is 330 milliliters. So it's actually 25 milliliters less here in Sweden. So that's something I was like, oh, didn't know that. I thought a can was the exact same size. Well, it has like that generic berry smell, like mixed berries. I assume it's supposed to be like blueberry, obviously because it's blue, but blueberry, raspberry, and maybe some other berry flavor, but we'll see. I mean, again, the color is a beautiful color, but I'm someone who thinks that I prefer my drinks not to be colored. Like, for me, I feel like I don't want any food colorings in my drinks, even if it is food coloring. Like, I have another drink that I drink. I mean, food coloring isn't something that I'm like, I'm not gonna buy something if it contains food colorings. So it isn't like bad enough to where I wouldn't buy something. But I would prefer if they didn't have it. It's a plus. Which I think was one thing that I really liked about Bang and some other drinks I've had, is that they don't contain any food colorings. So if they have some color, it isn't from the colorings themselves. But yeah. I mean, it is better than the strawberry one. Okay, it's supposed to be blueberry strawberry. I could not tell from drinking it. Yet again, I'm surprised that it isn't really that sweet. I think the sweetness level is pretty good. It isn't like super sweet. When it is in my mouth, on my lips, it's like super sweet. But in my mouth, not that sweet. I still have like this, like sticky sensation from drinking that, like I did with the other one. But it's nothing special. I mean, I would never buy this again. But I will probably finish the can. Did I say what it tastes like? I mean, it just tastes like generic mixed berry sweetness. Like, if you've had any drink that says like mixed berries, that's what this tastes like. Because it doesn't taste like blueberry or raspberry or even blueberry mixed with raspberry. It just tastes like generic, TM berries. So yeah. I think that's all because I don't think I mean I'll go look at I don't think there's been any comments. Comments. No. Oh, okay. I wonder what has happened here. YouTube did not use the thumbnail. Okay, on my Fanta video, the strawberry one. For some reason, the thumbnail that I wanted didn't get put. I wonder why, because it's just me holding up a Fanta can. Alright, if I take this one where it's just me pouring Fanta, is that gonna work? Let's see. Okay, for now, will it still be up tomorrow? Who knows? Oh well. That is that. I mean, I guess I could talk about, like I was planning on showering yesterday. I didn't do it. I took just a dry shower instead. And I don't think I'm gonna shower. When I say shower, I mean specifically a water shower, like a wet shower. Which is something I haven't done. Today will be 8 days since I took a wet shower. But I do take, dry showers. Yeah. So, and I do clean my face. But it isn't the same as a wet shower. Yeah, if I could, I would always pick a wet shower over a dry shower. You just feel cleaner. I don't think a dry shower makes you clean. I think it just hinders how dirty you get. Like it puts like a halt. Maybe you get a little bit cleaner, but it doesn't make you clean. It just puts a halt on how dirty you are. So yeah. So I don't know. We'll see. The patch I put on before I did this video, I put a new patch on. That will be the last patch until I go over to the new dosage, which is gonna be, one. Oh, is it two? Oh, I have a paper where it says. But I think it's one. No, it's 2 milliliters of adrenaline, 1 milliliter of noradrenaline, and 7 milliliters of just that, injection fluid. Like salt water. I just call that salt water. Okay. I just got distracted by the light from the microphone for some reason. Yeah, and that's in 3 days. That's why I'm gonna switch to that one. And we'll see how things go. I will say one thing I've noticed when it comes to one side effect from the adrenaline treatment I'm doing is that my breath, but that could also be because I'm fat, I'm the heaviest I've ever been in my life at the moment. I've gained weight. I've never been as fat as I am right now. Yeah, so that's just something. Maybe that's why. But being able to hold my breath. I think I can hold my breath for maybe 10 to 15 seconds. But I used to be able to hold my breath for up to a minute. That was kind of where I was, a minute 30, somewhere around there. Now it's 10 to 15 seconds. And I don't know if it's because of the adrenaline. Is it because I know that adrenaline could make it harder to hold your breath. And maybe it's just because I'm fat as fuck now. Or it's a mixture of both. I have no idea. But yeah, that's that. And cheers, I guess. Even though doesn't really taste that good. Yeah. And the only positive I can give it is that I like the amount of sweetness to it. But everything else, no. So I probably shouldn't finish this one. Yeah, I'm not gonna do it. Even though it isn't the worst one, I've finished way, way, way worse drinks. I don't know, like, as I'm just sitting here, and the taste in my mouth, there's something about it that I'm like, yeah,